Welcome to Energy Conscious. So I'm kind of laughing and already smiling because we have a specific animal this month and I didn't see it there, but it was selected before I knew I would move here. So, hi, the month of April is the butterfly. It's also the chrysalis. So today's session is the chrysalis, when you are at this stage where you are isolated, quarantined, um, and you are within your own pocket of time, of space, where you get to, just take the time to figure yourself out and to change your entire structure. So, the session is now offered also for free, and you can join us to take the other sessions on the different Tuesdays. This is my plan called Energy Conscious, where every Tuesday you receive a session, a Reiki energy healing session that affects your aura, your energy, and brings it with a wave of cleanliness, of hygiene, of vitality, of clarity. But we also like to dig into archetypes so that we can bring you wisdom from the world that surrounds us, whether it's the physical world or the esoteric world. So in the month of March, we've been gathering all of our focus around the solar plexus, which is a chakra that is just underneath the heart and underneath the diaphragm. And this focus was very interesting because we dig really deeper into what the body is composed of, what our energy also is composed of, and how the focus on just one space was connecting with many more different organs than just that. So we gathered a little bit of information on the spleen when we gathered the idea of the solar plexus, and the spleen is affected by the solar plexus. So in this month of April, we're going to connect with the chrysalis stage when we are in introspection, then the butterfly, and within that we're going to draw correlations with the spleen, which is an organ that is just next to our stomach. It is a real organ. It's not a chakra. I mean, there is a chakra there as well. But yeah, I just wanted to share that. So my name is Chrysalis. I'm a Reiki master teacher. You can learn Reiki with me. You can do many different things on my website or check my social media. Everything is linked down below. And I will start right now by reading the energy. Settling down and reading the energy of all the people who will be watching this, whether you're signed up or not, whether at the time I record this you actually know that this work exists or not. So I'm setting the intention that wherever you are in time and space, that if you come by here, your energy will be read and will be affected with your consent if you desire to. If you don't want to receive Reiki, you can just close this video. No one is obligating you to do that. So do whatever you want. But if you watch, you're going to receive energy from me. All right. So we are in a pod. We are in the chrysalis. There's a lack of sound. There's a separation between our ears and the world. It can be a very comfortable blanket, but it could also be a constricting structure. So we're going to see what's there, what is in that pod. Only us, no one else. No one else's energy, thoughts, or matter. Are we comfortable with our own energy, with who we are? Okay, so I get the immense amount of fears gathering up around the right ear, and what listens to the fear is the spleen. The spleen in human design is the survival instincts, the reptilian brain, the one that knows when to run, that sees the threats, that reacts, that just does the superhuman function of fighting, fight or flight. So that's what the spleen does. The spleen is on your left side, underneath the heart, underneath the lungs, just next to the stomach. So underneath the lungs you have the liver on the right side, and on the left side you have the stomach and the spleen. So this organ, with the correlation of, we talked about human design, we talked about the energy of fears that I'm feeling very strongly here, and that I will be offloading. The spleen, in the physical, medical sense of what the spleen does, is that the spleen is here to boost and to regulate your immune system. So again, we're all about reacting to what is other, what is outside of us, whether it's a virus or something else. And this is the fight or flight. Are we going to deliver what needs to be delivered so that we fight this crisis, this situation, this fear again? So I'm just going to untangle the energy just here and kind of do a mix between, we're going to sift through the energy. So we're going to keep the energy that is of fear but gives you guidance about what you're about to do. And we're going to remove the fears that the world around us wants us to be concentrated about. We are easily controlled at all levels if we are afraid. We do not live in a world where everything is done for our well-being. This situation with the coronavirus is showing us that our governments are not the good guys. So I don't want to draw fear or to start conspiracy theories. I'm just here to say that what I've witnessed as a fact is that we are less important than the economy. Just simple. So I'm just sifting through the energy to remove what is just distractions and fears that are not, how do I say that are not plausible. They are part of a control agenda. So I'm just sifting. The pain is immense because I feel in my body the pain is really big. But that's going to really make space for you to be able to feel much better. So it all happens here. The back of the skull, the ear canal. Alright, now I'm going to draw a protection bridge, a shield, just here, so that in the future you are able to keep your levels just where it needs to be. So you take charge of every situation, you act as an alpha, you are here, you don't need to have those cortisol levels that make you, we're just going to protect you so that you can really identify what is a threat and what is a distraction, if you do consent to it. So I'm just going to draw that here. Protect you, protect your energy, protect your reality. And I'm just going to extend it here just this protection everywhere so that you are also protected from not only the fears but also like real life situations. So I'm just going to protect all of the structures, all of the walls, all the layers of your aura, of your electromagnetic field. In the back, so that you can rest within your chrysalis, you can figure yourself out, you can see your reflections, you can see what needs to be changed, you can breathe without taking care of others, and just grow at your feet as well, sole of your feet, your earth star chakra. Alright, just that feels much better. I'm not gonna lie, there's more things happening in the ear, so I'm just gonna go back to it. I'm being shown that this is a big work, so it will be evolving within the next week, and we'll pick up this work next week together. So you might see different things unfold in your real life, and a sense of liberation, a sense of also reflection. And next week I'll just start straight from the ear, touch up with the spleen, and we're going to stay a little bit longer with the chrysalis. So the butterfly might be the third week, not the second. It's very interesting how the connection between sound vibrations and where they fall upon the ear and how they collect and go into the ear, that like I'm getting it with the energy, how it also works with the energy of fear without the idea of sound but the idea of vibrations. I'm kind of going through the ring and then the inside ring and then the inside ring. It's so interesting how it works. I didn't read books about it. I'm being told a story right now. It feels like bats, how they're using their screams to situate where the world is because they're blind. So the way that my voice is bouncing against the computer is coming back to me as energy, and I'm feeling it right now because I'm channeling. Okay, now I'm in the forehead. There's like a vein that is kind of imploding, so I'm just breathing it, brushing it, brushing it, brushing it down, bringing the fear down, taking it out and out of you. Okay, better. Now under the ear, the sockets, the pockets under our ears that are, sometimes darker because we are unable to sleep. So it's only on the right side. Very interesting, but let's just go with that. So the right side is the left brain, the left hemisphere of the brain, so the logical, rational. Okay, that's getting better. back of the head, back of the head. I'm getting that some of us might really enjoy screaming. If you have the opportunity to go and scream your lungs out, just go. Just to unstuck the energy in the throat. And the vibration of it is something that takes over your whole body, so it will also help with the energy healing. Alright, so now I'm gonna work on the arc. That's again something I didn't read in any books, but I experienced it exactly a year ago. Alright, the light is on. Okay, channeling. Okay, weirdos. A year ago, I'm gonna share this, and yeah, I'm afraid. I like sharing stuff that I've verified in books, but this was not. When I went to Greece, I met beings, and I met myself as another body. You know, I was not only human. I had the attributes of my starseed origin, and I saw that I had activated just parts of me that I still have now, and I still understand them as part of my being, and I use them in my energy healing. So I want to offer you the option of maybe activating that part of you, which is an arc that goes from the right and the left ear. It goes just like that, just from the ears into the back of the head, and it's connected, and it's not just a tube, it's a flat kind of bridge, and it's cartilaginous, and it's at the same time fluid, and it captures the light between, you know, the moonlight or the sunlight or other asters light. Asters, no. You know, like just objects in space that emit light or temperature or energy. So that could be stars, planets, or asteroids and stuff. So this is a bridge that serves to connect between our survival instinct, as we said, the right ear, and our intuition, our knowledge, because we are connected to all-knowing wisdom. And they connect, and they are just here resting above, like hair, if you do have hair. And when this gets activated, you're able to be super aware and conscious and present, and you're kind of an alpha somehow. You're just a master of any situation, because you're in conversation between the two hemispheres. You're in conversation between the world of other and yourself, and you're super present. You're not dissociated, you're actually super associated. Yeah. So I'm just gonna start the process of unlocking it for you guys, and we'll see if it wants to be developed in the next sessions. It's like a pocket of fluid that looks like a bridge that is porous to light and things. And again, the aspect of, you know, that there's a cartilage and then there's a pocket underneath, that has fluid inside, that is fluid with light, and feels good. Yeah, I'm calling it the arc. I don't know. There's many arcs within our body, energetic arcs for the woman, like from nipple to nipple. That's like sovereignty, femininity, super powerful. And this isn't, this is known in, for example, Kundalini knowledge. But this one I never heard about those ears. And if you do, if you know, just like, please, let's have a conversation. I'm fascinated by the research. Yeah, good. Thank you. I'm gonna close back up. Just close back up the aura. Thank you. I, wish you to be safe in the next week. I'll see you next week again, and we'll continue to build on this new venture, this new healing program that we have together for the month of April. And I wish that we get more into the spleen. We got into the entry canal of the spleen, but not much more. All right, take care of yourself. And if you are a guest, please consider joining Energy Conscious, and the links are down below, or you can come and learn Reiki with me. I hope you enjoyed this session. Take care of yourself, drink loads of water. If you're not used to energy work, drink water.